Welcome back to All the Crackers in the Box. Hi, it's me, your friend Corey. Gonna do some knitting today, even though my hand is still a bit achy. It's not like crazy bad like it was, but it is still noticeable. It gets quite uncomfortable. My wrist is quite weak. So, still trying to do my crafts because, it's just part of who I am. Okay. Anyways, super glad you're here. Let's hang out and do a little bit of knitting and see how I feel after that. Hopefully great. Oh, I'm super glad you're here today, because I'm here to lean right back into my shelf. I hope that doesn't do anything bad to it. There, back of my chair will do very nicely. Went into my closet, pulled out the bags, the Halloween bags. I gotta work on those. I have to work on the hat, and Halloween's coming very, very quickly. What are we gonna do, right? I also have to put up decorations pretty quick too. So, my to-do list is just getting longer and longer. And of course, I'm thinking in the back of my head, Christmas too, Christmas too. Not Christmas too, but as in Christmas is coming very, very quickly. And I will hopefully be able to get everybody what they want. My middle daughter, however, keeps adding and adding more and more crochet items to her list of things that she would like. And it's getting a little bit out of hand. I don't know how much of it I can actually come up with. I'll try, though. I'll try my best. You can't go wrong with trying your best, right? There we go. We are on the purl side. And so far, my hand is in a very comfortable position because my two end fingers have been curled up, supporting the pinky one especially because that's the one that hurts. And the one next to it is just keeping it company so then it's not getting jostled around or bent the wrong way, which has happened. And the only times I ever take off this harder brace is when I'm eating or, say, cleaning something, and I need both hands to be able to get wet. I put on a thinner tensor bandage, which is fine. There we go. But I do feel like it is getting better. It's not getting better fast, but it is feeling a lot better as the days go by. Because I'm being very careful, I'm being very mindful, I'm being very, very timid with it. I think the other day I moved all sorts of totes upstairs. And here's the secret. I didn't use this hand. I used this hand. And all I ever really did was prop it up so I could tip the totes and just pull them up with my stronger arm. It really was okay. It wasn't like I was being neglected and being forced to do something that I didn't want to do. When I needed to move the futon mattresses, I had help and I only used one arm. I made them do the bulk of the lifting, and they were totally fine with that because, fellows like to make it into how strong they are and how they are so helpful. So, perfect. You were helpful. I'm so excited. So this is my gift for my son. Well, he's paying for it, but my work going into it is going to get him a very nice sweater. I want it done by Christmas because that's when he's going to need it the most. It's going to be the coldest. After that, and so we are making a simple stockinette stitch because I may have been knitting for a long time, but it's been a long time since I actually knitted. So there's that. Okay. Going to in-laws' house today, so I have to get the kids' stuff ready pretty quick here. So that way they have their toys and other things they're going to need throughout the day. And hopefully we have a really nice time, and hopefully everybody has a really nice rest of their day. And then tomorrow, I believe, we are making a turkey. Tomorrow? Usually we're a Sunday family for turkey, so that would be your today, because I'm filming this on Saturday. There we go. I'm feeling a little in this part here, but that part is a whole different injury, so that doesn't count as the newest one. The newest one is the one I'm most concerned about because the older injuries, you can only do so much. Once they've healed, you're kind of stuck with however they decided to heal or were able to heal. And I don't even remember doing anything to that part, but it seems to be a bit weaker than everywhere else, which is not fun, actually. And we're just going to pop that out a little bit. So, this yarn is Ice Cream Big Scoop. We got it at Michael's. It seems to be the only place to get it. I thought I could get it at Walmart, and that's a whole thing. I got my money back. Fine then. But this is Ice Cream Big Scoop. It's Lion Brand. It is I want to say a 3-weight. Right? It's a 3-weight. Yeah, a light 3. So in one of these big ones, you get 1,022 meters. That is a big amount. I still think I'm probably going to have to get a second one to make this happen, or else I'm just going to have to do black sleeves completely. I do have a light 3 in black from Hobbii. We heart this yarn, so I can definitely use that to fill in any blanks that I'm going to need, like the collar, the wrists, the ribbing at the bottom, which I haven't started. My mom thinks I'm crazy because I'm doing it all separate pieces and sewing it together. But I am feeling like that's going to be the best way for me to make this, because I am very new to knitting a sweater. So my first object was trying to make sure that I remembered how to do the stitch properly. And I started with the wrong size needles, and that wasn't working out, and then I wasn't pulling it tight enough, so I had to take it apart a couple more times, and just it was at the point where I was getting to probably just give up on knitting it and just crochet it instead. But you can't go wrong with a beautiful stockinette. Like, it is coming out so pretty. This is the wrong side, but look at the pat. Like, it's just, I love the stripes. They are coming together so nicely. I'm not going to complain about it, right? Because, I mean, who's going to listen? Ha ha ha. It's a good retail joke. Are you are you working hard or hardly working? Ha ha. That's quite the joke. We're going to help you with today. I would like $1 million. Well, that's fantastic. Who wouldn't? What are we supposed to say to that? Anyways, just silly things people have the tendency to say that retail workers have to smile and nod at, even if they've heard it 14,000 times in one day. It's okay. Gotta say, I like the knit side better. Mainly because I can see the front and how pretty it is coming up. These stripes are phenomenal. There is no complaining here for the stripes. They are absolutely gorgeous. And a little more. I'm getting into the groove of things. Ooh, fancy. But I thought I would do this video up before I go out because I have a feeling I'm going to come home and I am just going to be utterly wiped. I find socializing a little bit tiring. It isn't anybody's fault. It's just me. I end up feeling I need to shut off my talking, my brain, all that good stuff. I am one of those people that really, really, really enjoys my alone time. And I mean, I'm surrounded by small children on a very regular basis. There are very, very few times in the day where I'm by myself. So, bedtime's especially nice for me. And sometimes I just don't want to talk. I just want to sit, watch something, listen to something, make something, maybe play a game, just quietly. Alone. No one asking me anything, no one wanting my attention. And I feel that's okay. I do, because I do give out 150% all day long, every day. And it's constant. I have a pretty large family, so there's a lot of, well, to some people it wouldn't be that large, but to me it is quite a bit of people all the time. But I know I will miss it when they get older and they don't want me around so much, and I understand that. But this is also me saying this is how I keep my patience, my good cheer, and just recharge my batteries so I can put more into their batteries. And that is a good way of doing it. So that's where I'm at right now. So I have been making so many videos after they're in bed because I'm choosing to make that into my little bit of my own time as me, not mom. Because we aren't the same. Kind of like the personalities and stuff like that on TV, on YouTube and all that is not 100% of that person. That is not their name. That is not their whole life. And there's probably a million things that they don't talk about on camera. And that is totally fine. I'm trying my best to try to keep this from becoming a personal, daily thing about what's going on in my life, the ups and downs and all that. I don't really think that is what I would like to do. I'm trying to keep it to a minimum. I do talk about my family because, well, they are very important to me. And things in a broad sense is fine. But I don't really want to be talking about, like, my child had a fight with a kid at school. I shouldn't be doing that. That's sharing their stories. And they didn't give me permission to do that. Even if they did, they're not old enough to give me permission to do that. It's the fine line. It really, really is. And I can see why some people are struggling with that, because there are some content creators I'm seeing that are getting a lot of backlash for a lot of strange things. I don't know. I've seen people getting backlash for being too personal, not personal enough, for telling what other people considered to be, things that had nothing to do with what their channel was supposed to be about, and I wanted this channel to be more of a crafting corner. In my crafting corner. I do talk about cleaning, though. That's a big part of my life. I do a lot of cleaning, and I always have, so. And as a teenager, I was definitely the let's just throw our clothes around kind of person. I had it sort of, but, started attracting spiders and things like that into the piles of clothing. And I got sick of walking on stuff, not being able to find things, so I'm still working on it. It's a work in progress. Right now, all around me on the floor is a bunch of stuffies, and I just put them on the bed last night, but overnight, somehow, a good 24 of them or so are on the floor. So to make it to the other side of the room, I have to walk over a big sea of stuffed animals on their little cheerful faces. So that's always interesting. Oh, and because this is Sunday, happy Thanksgiving to all my Canadian friends. Hold on. Okay, so I'm back again. I know. I'm always interrupted. Anyways, happy Thanksgiving to everyone here in Canada and anyone that wants happy Thanksgiving. Happy Turkey Day, however you want to word it. I do have some people in my life that do not celebrate Thanksgiving, and that is quite all right. Personally, I just use it as an excuse to have a big fancy dinner. It means nothing else to me that way. I know a lot of people are really stuck on the history on either side of it. So I prefer to stay out of that completely and just say I want to eat a big fat meal on a cold autumn day and leave it at that for the moment. Anyway, working on this knitting, using up my Line brand, pulling my stitches nice and tight so we don't end up with any loose stitches, because that's what was going on before. And here we go. So I'm going to say thanks for joining me here at All the Crackers in the Box, and I will see you again soon. Have a great day.